Okay, everybody, today is the day, a windy day that it is. Storm Doris or Florus or something, I don't know. So, we're stuck indoors, might as well do something. So, I'm going to get the battery out, get the seat off. There's a wee toolbox at the back there, wee hide all your prog. Mostly tools, but it's going to have to come off. And we'll get the battery out, put it on the charge, see whether or not it takes charge or not, and mock up a wee bit of what I'm hopefully planning on doing. So I've got my move out of the road. GIS screwdriver set, some Allens, a couple of wee spanners because the toolbox at the back is held in place by something. Now that I'm looking over the bike, I'm seeing this. So, like my last bike, it was Canadian or American or something like that. So it seems to be a lot of them, or in America. You know, coming from America to here. Sorry, should I say? I want to change out the shocks. You have this big enormous gap up here that nobody likes. The last time I tried the Harley 10.5 inch, was it? I think, maybe, possibly. But I had to drill out some bushings. I can't remember which ones to make it fit. I think it was on the other side, the drive shaft side. So yeah. Let's start turning the bike down, I suppose, and get a good look at what I'm hoping for. So, covers off on both sides without breaking the wee plastic tabs, which is very important. Two wee plastic tabs on the other side, hooks in, and then that pushes in. The other one's slightly different, just two wee tabs on the top. That's that. Let's see. Get the seat off. This seat I actually got done. There's just two wee Allens on each side, and then it hooks in below that thing, but I had it off to have a look, so that's why it's well on the back. This seat here, I got there's a place up the Shankill. A lovely girl up there who sorted me out with this seat, which I quite like, but I suppose seats and handlebars are a wee bit like shoes, you know, depending on what you want to wear that day, kind of a thing. So after a while you get a wee bit bored and you want something different, you know. We're missing a wee, there's like a wee space around that side that we're missing. I just noticed there, this one here, I think. This is it. You have to be careful you don't lose these. They're like hen's teeth. Trying to get them. No. I got that one. That's it there. Wee spacer. That prevents you from over tightening. Let's see. So, seat can come off. Battery. Let's get the battery out and get it on the charge. So again, there's a couple of wee tabs inside the battery. You don't want to lose them, unless you're going to have a crap day. Batteries on these XV1100s are quite big, as you can see. So ideally on these 1100s you need over, I don't know, 320 or 330 CCA, which stands for cold cranking amps. Yeah, that takes a lot. It takes a lot to crank the engine over. So that's why you need the big batteries. Well, the spaghetti junction doesn't look too bad in there. Maybe relocate that fuel pump at some stage. Right, keys in my pocket. Let's see. Look at this box off. Oh. The toolkit with probably absolutely nothing in there that fits. No, my luck. Get a wee spanner. No. Maybe I should have checked that toolbox, you know. There's maybe a spanner in there that fits. We'll have a go at it. Let's see. Give us a look. See if there's anything in here that fits. Do you fit? No. No and no. That'll be a no. That'll be a no. Usually the tool rolls, you'll find that a lot of people just throw a lot of crap in there and then shove it in and go, look, it's got a tool roll in there. Maybe. No. No. I just can't give her any more power, Jim. You know, this is, you know, you see these people on the YouTube and they're like, oh, it's this size, it's that size. But when you get bikes like this, normally you find that people just put whatever they've got at hand in, you know, whatever fits, so to speak. So I'm trying to find something that I think's going to fit. Maybe. Aha. We have liftoff. So what we'll do is we'll keep that one out. And we'll put the rest away. Bye bye. It's always good to put the tools away when you're finished. Good practice. And then, in theory, you know where you left them, in the drawer where they're meant to be. Right. So, and the reason for taking the box off is to get at these. That's how that looks, eh? That's how we look, see here. And see what's happening. I have a lot of bits and bobs, as I said before, from the last one that I done, because I took the fender off. And I've also got a luggage rack to go along with this sissy bar, which I might put on if I can't figure this other thing out first. That is, I like the idea of the other thing that I'm going to show you now. So I do, but it depends on whether it's going to how much fabrication we need to do, because I got rid of a lot of my stuff. I don't have any welders anymore, or I don't have any air compressors or anything like that, or got rid of it all. There's the luggage rack, which could probably do with a wee bit of a cleanup, but the idea of this, I can't remember, but it just maybe goes on at the back there, maybe. We'll soon find out. I thought you had to take this off and then slide it in or something, but maybe by the looks of it you don't. It's just maybe goes in like that. It's been a while, you know. It's been a long time. Yep, that's the luggage rack. So, you know, if all else fails, I'll maybe just go to plan B, which is keep sissy bar stock and put the luggage rack on. So in theory, this this should just come out. I don't only get 2 hands on it. 2 hands is better. And it hasn't been in years. There's dust flying off it and everything. Come on, baby. I wonder if I was to, well, I didn't think you would need to loosen that, like, you know, that you just, you would think. Spray, give me some spray. I'll spray a bit of something. See if that helps. Get down in there. You too, get down in there. These are stupid blue gloves, my God. Well, I might have to loosen these bad boys then, is that what we're saying? Well, let's see. I'll tell you what we'll do. I will see if this other seat, now that the box is away, that's all I was really wanting, was the box to go. Let's see if this other seat is going to work. I think that would be a resounding no. That seat's not going to work. Yeah, it's just not bent up enough. So that seat goes back into the cupboard. I might make a seat for it. Or let me see what I've got. I do have a nice seat somewhere. Way down in the depths of the cupboard we have a seat. So I got this wee cheeser. Got this wee cheeser a very wee while ago. I was going to do something with it. I never got round to it. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, boys and girls? Maybe do something like that, and then if we can make this work, prop it up, get the cable ties out, prop it up. Where's she going to sit? Oh, she might sit. I don't know. What do you think about that sissy bar and about that seat with the big monstrous handlebars? Does the big monstrous handlebars look okay? I don't mind them actually, you sort of get used to them after a while, to be fair. I do have another, well, I have several, as if anybody does farting about the bikes, you end up with all sorts of bloody handlebars, let me tell you something. And seats that don't fit, handlebars that don't fit. you know. As you can see, it's never been opened. Was going to do it in the last one. Usual. Didn't get round yet. Ended up selling it. So this is a 1-inch, but it tapers down into a 7/8, I think. Which is the reason why I got it tapered, because the Virago switch gear, everything on the Virago is all 7/8. And we've got the wee holes to hide the wires. So I might do the end bars, you know. But we'll need to mock it up, because there's no point in you standing looking, you know, because you need to see these things. Easy, Betsy, easy. Yeah, get this screen off. Let me see. What do I need? Need that boil. Just loosen it all sides. Let's loosen. This should just come out like that. Happy days. Screen off. And then we need to get them off as well. I need to change my gloves as well, because they're falling apart. I used to get these really nice gloves, and they were the black ones, you know, and I just can't remember where I got them from. So I just bought these, and they're absolutely ridiculous. So they are. They're fit for nothing. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cover this up with a plate of some description if I'm going to use a seat. Yeah. If I'm going to use that seat, that is.